nítorí tí ó ṣòro, nítorí tí àánú rẹ̀ dúró láéláé. Jẹ́ kí gbogbo ẹni tó bẹ̀rù Olúwa, tó wà láyé tó wà láàyè, kó nísinsìnyí wípé àánú Olúwa dúró láéláé. Níbikíbi tí ó wà ní àkókò yìí, gbé ọwọ́ ẹ̀ sókè, kájọ ní ọba àwọn ọba, Olúwa àwọn olúwa, ọba tó pa ọmọ ní àkókò yìí, tí kò tó wá fún ìṣe ayé mú, ọba tó fi ìṣẹ́nu ìfẹ́ rẹ̀ lé wa ní adé, tí tẹ́lẹ̀ wá sí bí ọtún méjì, ìyá wọlé fún, ìyá ṣe lọ́ba, ọba jẹ́ mi ni, ìyá jẹ́ orin sókè, kájọ ní ọba àwọn ọba.
Alright, you're welcome. Select Photos Official. God bless you. This is a very song from AFIN. Alright, hallelujah to everyone out there. And we are also wishing you a happy new month. Happy month to you and yours. God bless you for joining. Select Photos Official, thanks for joining. Thanks for always joining. God bless you. I am Dijat. Yeah. Dijat. Anyone. God bless you for joining, my brother. I'm K6. Thank you for joining. Ayoni herself. Thank you for joining. God bless you for always joining our live session. Yeah, today is another day. They call it April Fool. Anyway, We know it as first of the month. It's a month that we are sure and we have the faith that it's going to be a wonderful month for us, even better than the last month. Thank you so much. Yeah, today, as we know, based on our flyer, our banner, we are expecting a big brother, a musicologist, a brother so good and so kind and so humble in this session. And we're going to be discussing overcoming the challenges you face during music career development. Let me just rephrase it. We know that as we grow in music, most times there are some challenges. Maybe, for example, discouragement from friends and family that, bros, why are you going this way? Can you leave music, do something else? You know, those things along the line. Maybe you want to go for training, you are short of finance. Many things like that discourages you during the music career development. We are going to talk about these things and the ways you can, overcome them with our professional today. Yes, AFIN will join us soon. He's going to join us soon. This is one of his pieces. Oba. Yeah, pieces. Okay, yeah, my brother is there. So shortly we'll be inviting our brother, Cape Elder brother, Olubunmi OLAKIIGBE, AFIN. So I'll be inviting him soon. Yeah, brother AFIN, Olubunmi, don't call in. I will invite you. Just join the live session. I will invite you. Yes, just hold on. I will invite you shortly. You can also send a request. Just send a request to join in this live, and I'll accept the request. I'm not seeing you in a way that I can invite you. Okay, AFIN, you need to send me a request to join, or I'll invite you. I'm not seeing you in such a way that I can invite you. So send in a request. Okay, yes, let me invite you now. I can. Okay. I'm unable to send you a request again. Okay, while we're waiting for AFIN to come. Okay, yeah, it's online right now. Yeah, bro.
Brother,
Hey, brother Olubunmi, aka AFIN. God bless you, my brother, for joining.
am I keeping that, brother Shai? I'm wearing mufti here.
No problem. We understand.
All
God
right.
bless you.
And you too, sir. And you too, sir. And
Yeah.
you too, sir. Wow. So nice to see your face again.
Oh, thanks so much. And yours too.
All right. Okay.
Okay, that's a nice one. So, brother Bumi, God bless you for
Sir,
joining, and happy new month to you once again.
happy new month to everybody. Happy new month to all Celestians. Happy new month to all my friends and well wishers. Happy new month to every lover of good music. And happy new month to everybody. Thank you.
All right,
That's
thank
all
you
I'll
so
say.
much. Okay, all right, let's just go. Let's start the discussion. Good. First, let's brother Bumi, can you just talk about yourself, introduce yourself to us and your music levels? Just tell us about it.
Okay, I'm gonna make. Oh, okay, you said a brief introduction of myself. I'm gonna do that. Let me adjust myself. Yeah, I am on a
All
hot
right.
seat. Hot seat. If
Yeah.
you hear something behind me, it is a friend of mine that is laughing, so don't mind me. I'm at work
All
right
right.
now, and that is why I'm doing this.
Okay.
My name is Olubunmi Stephen OLAKIIGBE. But people choose to call me Afiara, maybe because of the color of my skin or because I was imitating Barbara, and then I got the name from there. I think I have answered that question, not strictly like that. I am from, I was born in Lagos, but I hail from Ondo State, our local government area of Ondo State. I had my primary education in Lagos, Iriakari Estate Model Primary School. I was born in CCC Iriakari Estate Parish. Um, and I went to Iriakari Estate Model Primary School. From there to Iriakari Grammar School in Okota, Isolo. And I finished at Ejigbo High School because you might wonder what is Iriakari doing in this matter. So from here, then from Iriakari Grammar School, I finished at Ejigbo High School. From there to Obafemi Awolowo University. And while I was in secondary school, I started music. I started music from the choir as one naughty, young, innocent boy that doesn't know what tomorrow had in store for him. And from my secondary school days till I got to university and till now, this is me. And it was while I was in OAU that I got the name Afiara, and that has become my name from 2002 till this very moment. That is a brief introduction of myself. I
Okay.
majored in voice. I did music in OAU. I majored in voice. I play a little keyboard, or should I say piano? And I'm a voice major. That's a brief introduction of myself.
Okay, that's cool. That's a cool one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, now, let's go straight to the point. Before we discuss about our topic for today, overcoming challenges
Okay.
uh, during music career development.
All right.
First, let us talk about your challenges. What challenges did you face? While you yourself,
Hmm.
was on the road to music.
I, I. Thank God I am holding a tissue paper here because I might start crying. Wow. Thank you, Mr. Flood. No tears. All right. My journey to where I am right now was not a smooth one. Uh, I was born, those of us who were born in the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s will know that if you dare open your mouth to say you want to be a musician, you are in trouble. Because then music was for, I don't know what they call it, sansa in English. Lazy ones, dropouts, run away from home, and what have you. And then Yorubas even have one other funny name they call musicians then, Alagbe. And Alagbe in English is beggar. So, and then you now open your mouth and say you want to be a musician. May God bless you. And I am from Ondo State, and Ondos believe in Omogbodo Kawe, must read, must read, must read. And you now open your mouth to say you want to be a musician, they will beat the daylight out of you. That was the first thing I encountered. The challenge I had from home when I was growing up. In spite of the fact that my dad was the choir master of CCC Iriakari Parish, he never wanted any of his child to go into music. He, there was a time I shared my story one time. I think I was 12 or 13 years old then, and then my father called I and my siblings, my three siblings, before the last baby of the house came. And then he was now asking us, what do you want to be in future? You know, they must have asked you that question too before. What do you want to be in future? What do you want to be in future? I think they started from my middle younger brother, Shay. He said he wants to be a mechanical engineer. One of my brothers said he wants to be a doctor. Someone also said he wanted to be I've forgotten that profession like that. When it got to Bumi and I said I wanted to be a musician, he slapped me.
Wow.
And the slap was so hard. He hit me so hard. You know, he hit me and then I was close to the wall. He hit my face and I hit the wall. That is double blessing. So, yeah, it was so tough for me that and then when I was growing musically in the church, there was a time the supposed choir master of a church I was attending was not around, and I led a song and people enjoyed it. They told my father back home. My father wanted me to sing that same song again, but because he never encouraged me, I didn't sing. I was not free. There was a time, let me share one funny story with you. This one happened when I left secondary school, I left high school, 1999 or year 2000. During CCC Iriakari's harvest. And my cousin was around. My dad said, this only Celestians will know this one. Omi, Wati, Kayode, that's my cousin. Ẹ wá lọ gba bọ́ ìkórè, ẹ lọ gba kúlà bí nǹkan tó máa pín wá ń bẹ̀. He made sure I went to Riakari without wearing garments. He told me to go in mufti. I said, okay, at least. And so that nothing will happen on the way, he made sure my cousin went with me. So that if anything happens, my cousin who does not lie will tell him, Bumi lo korin, Bumi this, Bumi that. Okay, fine. Went to Riakari. On getting there, everything was going on. And when it was time for Thanksgiving, I now walked down to the choir stand. And when my fellow friends saw me, Bumi Wambi, Bumi Wambi, Bumi Wambi. Wọlé kó wá kọrin, mo ní ẹ ṣáà rí nǹkan tí mo wọ̀. Mi wọ Sùtánà. Sùtánà ló kéré jù. They went into Iliabo and then they got one garment for me. And I looked at my friends. Kayode, orí mi o. Ó ní malo. I entered and I did two Thanksgiving songs, 2 sets of Thanksgiving, and then I left. Trust the Riakari people. They told my father when he went to church that evening, and my daddy got back home. Daddy, ẹni kí n lọ gba bọ́ wá ni. Mo dẹ̀ débi wọ́n dẹ̀ sọ pé kí n wá kọrin. Mi ìfẹ́ kọrin, àwọn ló lọ wá Sùtánà fún mi. Mo ní daddy ẹ bèrè lọ́wọ́ Káyọ̀dé, because I know they will believe him. Daddy ẹ bèrè lọ́wọ́ Káyọ̀dé, òun lélẹ́yẹ bèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. And when that one also told him that àwọn náà lọ wá Sùtánà fún àwọn náà ní kó wá kọrin, Bùnmi ò lọ́bẹ̀ fúnra rẹ̀. My dad now started asking, now listen to my dad's questions. Àwọn olórí ẹ nígbà tó ń kọrin. Ṣé olùṣọ́rí ẹ nígbà tó ń kọrin? Ṣé lágbájá kan náà wá bá ẹ nígbà tó ń kọrin? I was now smiling in my head. So ẹ lè máa bèrè lọ́wọ́ mi sí pé àwọn olórí nígbà tí mò ń kọrin. So it was getting so funny that even when I wanted to do jam, uni jam, or I tried the poly jam, I filled in for Mascom, and someone else, I think my daddy or a teacher who was living in my compound then asked me, he said, what if they don't choose you for Mascom? What other course will you want to do? I said maybe music. He went to tell my dad. My dad got angry. I did the uni jam, mascom. I was not choosing. I chose Poly Ibadan or Osun Poly. I didn't make the Poly. I mean, I made a good score, but I didn't go for Poly. I now did uni jam. It was so funny because of the fact that my dad remembered I said something around music. My dad made sure that I did not fill my form. I did not fill my jam form myself. He gave it to the teacher to fill it for me. I was then telling him blah 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 blah. Okay, first choice, law. Second choice, English. I didn't say anything, but both schools, Ife. I did the jam. I made a good score. And during this sorting process to know whether you got in, there was nothing like what do they call it now? Post UME.
Who's that? Yes, absolutely.
And when my name, some days to our resumption in the campus, I went to look for my name, and that man told me, Bùnmi Ọlákìígbé money, yes, orúkọ ẹ music ló ti jáde o.
Ah,
I said, hey, I was so happy that I forgot that something would be waiting for me when I got home. And when I got to music department, truly I saw my name. Good. I now told my dad. I told the teacher, sir, music lorúkọ mi ti jáde. That person told my dad. My dad got mad. Ah, da, 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 My dad said I was the one who convinced whoever that if my name doesn't come out in law and English, my name should come out and they should choose music for me. I said I don't know anything about it. Ṣé mi mama my influence wọn ni kì í ṣe me. I'm telling you what I experienced when I was coming. I skipped the part of the fact that I will sing in the church, and when I get home, I will be flogged. Kò dẹ̀ sẹ́gbà táwọn ọ̀jẹ̀ tán pankẹ́rẹ́ oríṣiríṣi la jẹ. I will go with my church to outings and I will be flogged. Not what I am saying these days that anybody can go into music now. I'm not saying that is how it should be. And when I got into school, I know I will be free now that I'm in the university. My parents told me that the moment I get into school, I should do everything within my capacity to change my course from music to law. Because my uncles here who want to hear anything like that, I music, I will come. I didn't say anything. I didn't even make the effort. Though I tried at a point, I went to meet my HOD. I said, is it possible for me to change from music to law? They said, for where? And they said, the only possible way is for you to go and sit for another jam. And if you were in my shoes, you won't want to do that. So I just kept quiet. I didn't say anything. At a point, my teacher, who was living in the same compound with us, went to meet my dad and said, bóyá nǹkan tọ́lọ́run fẹ́ kọ́mọ yìí ṣe lélẹ̀ dẹ̀ fílẹ̀. And then my dad freed me. That was from my home. That's from my home. Now, coming into music itself, the challenges I faced as a musician, I was playing the keyboard for some like 2-3 juju musicians then, and we'll go to shows and I will be the main target because of the color of my skin. They come Bokoni. All I played was the keyboard.
okay.
All I played was the keyboard. There was a time when I followed one musician to go and play at Iyanoba side. And then I was playing the keyboard, and then the guy, under the influence of alcohol, he lost himself, and the next thing that came out from his mouth was Kilo follow yeah. And you know the next thing that happened. I quickly told him, Ewa, sọ fún ọ̀gá tó ń kọrin, kó ṣó mọ àdúgbò tá a wà yìí, ṣó mọ àdúgbò bí tá a wà. And before you know it, these guys, they started dancing.
Ah.
He wanted to change the song. They told him not to change. He should continue the song.
Hey.
He sang, he sang this song to one level. He started then, and you know, when alcohol gets into the body, anything can happen. He did everything he could. That day, trust me, gbogbo wa kọ́ la délé complete. Oníkálùkù gba different corner ni. I for one, ọ̀tọ̀ ni Ọlọ́run ló mọ bí tí mo gbà tí mo fi dé yànà ọba bus stop, tí mo fi wọ mọ́tò dé Ìkọ̀tún, tí mo fi délé mi. Ilé ọ̀gá ni mo ti lọ gbowó mi on that very faithful day. And I did all this while I was still in school, while I was still in Ife. My parents never knew I traveled down to Lagos to come and attend a show to go and play keyboard for someone. I have encountered some challenges like that. Then when I started on my own, getting people with people of right minds to flow with you, getting, irrespective of their educational background, getting these people that you can work with that are musically oriented and that have the love and passion for music and not for what they are going to gain in music. Before you meet people like that, it's going to take long. But to the glory of God, God blessed me with some set of guys that we were together. 90% of them are graduates. 90% of them got 95% of them got good jobs. And then they also take music with passion too. And 80% of them happen to be vocalists, instrumentalists in their various parishes. But they all choose to be under this young man here talking to you. And we'll go for shows. Going for shows, and then these area boys will come and they say, there was a time I wrestled with the boys, and then I got a black eye at Elisha. I was wounded. I was almost wounded. One lepako mommy for real. That, normal challenges we face outside. And when it now comes to people coming to sponsor you, another challenge. The support is not really there. You are the one that will encourage yourself. But to the glory of God, with the coming of social media, things have been so easy. During our time, there was nothing like social media. Anybody can just pick up his or her phone now and just do one small song like that. Throw it on the air. People will like this one, will like that one, will like, and that way he or she will attract somebody that say, come to my studio and do something. During our own time, it wasn't so. But we were doing this for the love and the passion we have, because it's like a part of us. I can go on and on. There are so many challenges like that, though. There are so many challenges. So, there are so many examples, my dear brother. But to the glory of God, we survived. I am still here today.
Okay. That's a nice story for people to to learn from. Yeah, it's a cool one. Yes.
And
Before we
I
move
think
to the
I
topic,
also
okay.
I also forgot there was one of these challenges we also had then was we going for programs, ministrations, and then they tell you Ekushe Oluwa Sagbara Dotun. Kí lorúkọ shepherd yẹn náà? Ẹ sọ fún pé ẹ wá sí ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì wa, and that will be the end. No honorarium, no motivation. And then when they call you the next time, they want you to come again. You understand what I'm saying? That's
Yes.
one of the challenges we also faced then, and I think some of us are still facing it in our fold in Christendom. not just Celestial Church of Christ alone. Ó kàn jẹ́ pé ó fi síbi kan ju ibì kan lọ ni. Yeah.
Okay, good, cool. Okay, now let's go straight to the point now.
Okay.
What do you have for us concerning this Ashigaz's topic?
How to deal with can I have the topic again, please?
Overcoming challenges during music career development.
Overcoming challenges during music career development.
Yes.
If I'm going to use my own experience, what I have gone through as a case study, I would say one of the first things, one of the best way to overcome. Sorry about the voice in the background. One of the best ways to overcome music challenges in music career development. Number one, know the source from where this gift come from.
Okay.
And the giver of this gift is God Almighty. Once you are connected to Him, everything should be easy. He will be the one to direct you. He will be the one to make things go smoothly. Knowing God, number one. Number two, if this is what is going to be your career, that is what people is going to know you for. Get yourself equipped academically. Get yourself equipped academically. Get yourself equipped financially. Equip yourself financially. It's just simply saying invest in yourself.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Saying invest in yourself and yourself because no other person will make this happen. You have to invest in yourself first. Well, if you can go to music school, glory be to God. I, for one, I never intended studying music as a course, but it just happened due to God's grace. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. So it's not a must that everybody goes to music school to learn.
No, only
Number
in the
two.
morning.
Number
Before I
three.
eat breakfast, I'm home for that.
The right attitude. I mean, attitude is everything. And the kind of attitude you now put towards whatever you're doing will determine how far you go. If you put the right attitude, you go far. And if you also put the wrong attitude, you will go far the other way. We know what is happening. We know who is reigning now, and we know the attitude that person is portraying, that even everybody is complaining about. Those are attitudes.
I can't communicate to everybody one-on-one.
So, what do I mean by this attitude?
I'm not in the program.
What do I mean by this
Right
attitude?
now.
If you as a person, your work, your life does not preach. Not because you're a gospel artist now, irrespective of whatever genre of music you have. If you as a person, your life does not preach to that person hearing you, watching you, listening to you,
somehow,
I mean, then you might not go far. If I say, I mean, I'm still in this overcoming challenges. If I come to you and I start to sing, Mamuti Omo Celestia, we know the song.
Yes, hold on.
And hold on a second, please. Hello. All right. Okay. Just give me a second, please.
All right.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, most times when I come in the morning, he does that in the morning. I witnessed that like twice or three times. He does it in the morning. Yes. No. I don't know. I don't check it. I don't check it. All right, I'll let him know that from now on. He's okay. He's all right. His breathing is very normal. All right. Yeah, he gets his medication. He's very, very fine. Oh yeah, he's very fine. And I don't stay with him all through the day. hmm I'll be ending with him very soon. But at the same time, when I come, the next day I see him, he's fine. He doesn't have any problem as far as I'm concerned. Mm. All right, no problem. Do I call it or do I give it to him? Okay. She's gonna hang up and call back in 10 minutes.
Okay.
All right. So I'm sorry about that. I told you guys I'm at work, so try and understand with me, please.
All right. Thank you.
So, okay. So if my life doesn't preach to you, I don't see myself going far. When you have the right attitude, then you will go far. When you get yourself equipped for this journey you want to go into, I mean, you're a musician, you rehearse too now. And when you now get to
Mhm.
dealing with the challenges you face, uh, how do I survive? How do I, how do I survive those stormy seasons? Um, ah, Ọlọ́run gbé wa o. How did I survive some moments? Yeah. Okay. I think when I started, I got little encouragement from people, but a time came, there was no help from anybody, and sometimes I have to task some of my members. I had to now carry them along because at first I saw the band, I saw the group as my group, but later I had to now bring everybody into the matter and let them know this is not about me. Yes, I am Afiara. Afiara, not Afiara alone. Afiara and the Vessels Gospel family. There is and
Mm.
before every chairman's name. King Sonny Ade and Ebenezer Obey and Prince Shegun Adewale and. So
Mm.
there is no Awade here. You have to carry everybody along. When you make them feel part of you, then this one will bring suggestions, that one will bring suggestions, and then you will take it and then we'll do something. That is what makes us grow as a
Mm.
brand, as a Fiara, as and then as a group. And then maybe as we go on, you can ask your questions. Then I will know how to answer because that's the little I think I can say right now. And then, but and when it now comes to um, overcoming challenges in career, and then when I let me bring it down to the line, to the line I found myself in Celestial Church of Christ as a gospel artist. Calling is different from each other, from one another. Some have got the calling to charge. And when you ask them why, they will tell you a laborer is entitled to his wages. It's in the Bible. Yes. Some have the calling not to charge. And if you now fall in the category of those who do not charge before they go for programs, ìwọ tó fẹ́ charge fúnra ara ẹ náà, you must be loaded, because you will not go to a place to minister on your own. You will be taking some people along with you. They are not the ones that got the calling. You are the one that God called to be a musician, to be a music minister. They will play for you, but they themselves, if some of them will have family. You can't take a keyboardist, a talking drummer, and a drummer with you to a place to minister, and then you know say, wọn fún wa ní nǹkan kan bí yìí o, àṣẹ fọ́lọ́run ni o, àṣẹ fọ́lọ́run ni o. I am so sure that the next time you call them, they will give you an excuse for they won't come. So what all them are one category bẹ́ẹ̀, may God bless you financially. Be ready to cover that part financially. But at the end of the day, you will get the reward, because a time will come, even without saying anything, they will tell you, Shelly bye, Shelly bye, Shelly bye. That is how far I can go for now on the word. But when questions come, I'm here.
Okay, cool. Yes, let's just shout out to some people that just joined us.
Okay.
Like everyone that joined us. Yeah, Tiki Gold, Studios, thank you for joining. Akin _ Sota, thank you. Prince Goke, thanks for joining. Autostick, yes, official. Thank you so much, my brother. Ogabi, Abiodun, Wills, Celesta Connect, thanks for joining. Brother Badura, Ogene, thanks for joining. Ola Praise, Legato Music Official, and Rebecca.
Wow.
Thanks for joining. E_Alabi, Darby Colus. Thanks for joining. Amazing Entertainment.
What's that guy doing?
Piano, God bless you for last week and God bless you forever.
Those guys are supposed to be at work now. What are they looking for? I'm here to mock me.
No, they came to support you. They came to support you.
My Piano and Darby Colus. Darby Colus happens to be my CM when I got my admission to OAU. It was
okay.
He was the CM. I think he was the assistant choir secretary when I got in there. So when he was stepping, it was passed to me. So he's my boss. So he's my boss.
All right. Cool. Toxan, thanks for joining. Young great Chupu, many names like that. That this usernames, but everybody, I can't mention all our names. Shion Codes and your fair Oludumare, Thanks for joining. Thank you everyone for joining. Yeah, you have questions, you can start posting. Yeah. Okay. And if you want to join us live too, it's also you're also allowed to to join us live and contribute.
And I also believe that for us in music industry right now, it is not just about to sing and sing alone. I mean, we should also learn to play an instrument, a musical instrument, and that will help our composition. I mean, what do I mean? I'm not talking about percussions now. You can learn percussions, no problem. But when I say musical instrument, I mean, I'm talking about the piano. Forgive me, I will be saying piano here, because music recognizes piano. Keyboard came out of piano. The piano, the guitar, either the lead guitar or the bass guitar, saxophone, the trumpet. Just learn a musical instrument, not just the microphone. That will make you stand out. And if God blesses you to learn how to play 3 to 4 musical instruments, glory be to God. It is going to help. you won't be a pushover anywhere you go. I mean, that, and above all, humility is the key. Humility is the key. God resists the proud, but He gives grace to the humble. Those are the ways you can overcome challenges in music. And I mean, when growing musically, I know some people in the music industry that all they did was just one single. They now look at people who have been there for so long, and then they start telling you, it's not how far but how well. 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 When I was dissecting that, I said, yes, you are right. It is not how far but how well. But you need to ask me that I've been there for so long. How far? How far? And you know that how far has something. For the fact that this guy has been here for so long, that people still call on him. And I mean, you are not different from Petro or but the person who's been there for so long and he still remains constant. If you walk up to him, hello daddy, hello mommy, how far, how are you able to stay on this level for so long? That person will tell you what he or she has seen. Ó dàbí orin Mọ́kọ́lá ni, Èdùmàrè jẹ́ ń dàbí onílé yìí, béèrè lọ́wọ́ onílé nǹkan tójú ẹ̀ rí kó tó ṣògo. I mean, Rome was not built in a day. So when I see people who come out to tell me it's not how far but how well, don't worry. To the glory of God, to the glory of God, I started music professionally in the year 2005, 2006. So I should be celebrating 17 to 18 years on stage. I have something to give out. So you want to come from nowhere to single and you think you can just come and brush me aside? Yeah, you can brush me aside for 1 minute. I will fold my hands and look at you. But you will go. I will still be here. Because why? I didn't bring myself in here. I learned from the start, from the scratch. So that is also one thing I want us to know. So that's all I can say for now.
Okay, nice one. Cool. Yes. I want us to do something right now. We are going to, both of us are going to, we are going to write out, I've written out some points based on, what you talked about.
Okay.
So these points, we are going to be patching them out one after the other, just as if we are brainstorming. And I would like everybody to also concentrate and you can contribute to it. So, for example, knowing your source. You understand? That's one of the points you talked about. So now, the challenge now here is now someone that wants to really go into music.
Yes.
And I know that there are two things involved. Knowing your sources, maybe God has assigned you or given you the assignment to become a musician. You understand? So, but aside that, there are some things that you go into with passion. You understand? So what about passion? You understand? How can you, let me say, how can you ignite that passion? That's one of the challenges now. People are faced with the fact that they have small passion, but how can they ignite that passion, for music? How can they make it, let me say in a simple English, how can they increase or get motivated to really go into music, aside from the fact that God called them that, or maybe, for example, I know that God called you, because if someone chose law and what's the other course?
And English.
And I don't know which Holy Spirit or angel went to the jam and changed it to music. That one, that one is God. That one is God, destined by God.
Oh my goodness.
It is something that doesn't happen to everyone, except God really has hand in that. So I can say from your own side, it's God that wrote that has written that for you. But some people
Yeah.
that God has not told them that, okay, me, but they just love
Mm-hmm.
music.
Mm-hmm.
So the challenge now is how can they ignite that passion? So what do you think about it?
I'm going to take it in this way. I watched a movie, Sister Act.
Okay.
Whoopi Goldberg. When Whoopi Goldberg acted as Sister Mary Clarence, and she wanted to deal with a very saucy, naughty girl in St. Francis High School by the
Okay.
name Rita, that was played by Lauryn Hill. She had a good voice. She wanted to sing, but because her mom never loved music, because I think her dad was a musician, and then because of whatever was happening in the old time America, then this one, and then maybe let's just say her mom forbade, doesn't want music, and then she was playing the piano one day, and one of the sisters saw her, and then she knows she couldn't talk to her, so she told Mary Clarence, and Mary Clarence went to stalk her on the way, block her, and because she's got a very very funny attitude, and I quickly clubbed something out. So, and then Mary Clarence now told her, she said, I know you want to sing. I also wanted to sing too. And then she gave her student a book, Letter to a Young Pope. She said a boy wrote a letter to a pope and said, advise me, how do I become, I want to be a writer. Advise me, how do I be a writer? And then the Pope replied him. He said, don't ask me how to be a writer. If you wake up in the morning and you think of nothing else but to write, then you are a writer. So I will also say the same thing to you. I'm quoting her words right now. If
Okay.
for those of us who have passion to sing, we love to sing. Osun, Ojibai, Orin, Ofe sọ̀rọ̀, Ofe bayan sọ̀rọ̀, Orin. If when you wake up in the morning, if when you wake up every day and you think of nothing else but to sing, then you are a singer. You are a musician. You are a singer. You are a musician. It's now left for you to develop it, even when there is no source of motivation anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
When David was alone, when the war was so much, the Bible says, and David encouraged himself in the Lord.
Mm.
It will get to a time it will be you and you alone.
Okay.
Nobody here to motivate you, nobody here to say, hey, go Boomy, go Bobo. You will be the one to encourage yourself and say, I can do it. I never had any knowledge of music before I know all the keys offhand, and I was not practicing with piano for me to be able to know every key offhand. Yes. Do you understand what I mean?
I understand.
I trained myself in my own crude way even before I got to OAU. And so most times when people now ask me, ẹ̀gbọ́n báwo lẹ ṣe ń mú kí lórí láì tiẹ̀ kọ́lé kíní báyìí gan ṣe I don't know. Yes, you see my message? I just trained myself in my own little way. So I just see that person, I will advise that person who has got passion for whatever, for music, to train himself, train herself in his or her own way. And thank God for social media. You can just pick up the phone, gather some material on music. If you want to be a pianist, gather some videos, watch, learn, teach you. You can teach yourself even before and if you want to go to school to learn it, fine, good. But sitting down and expecting manna to fall from heaven, it's not gonna come. You will work for it. And whatever you do will take you far. I don't know how far you want to go. That is the answer to that's the best way I can answer the question.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's a nice one. So another point is finance. Now, when I say finance, for example, let's say as an instrumentalist, let me just tell you a short story.
Okay.
When I was in school, I wanted to learn the saxophone, and my parents, not that they couldn't afford it anyway, but they couldn't give me, the sum of money in saxophone is rather not really cheap as keyboard. So now, okay, I what I did was that before I got my own saxophone, I was going to CC Studio show to Riaz. There was one of my friends there, Leke Sax. He brings out the sax, for me, to Riaz. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And I remember that when I was even going to the church, I lost my purse.
Wow.
That time it was a little pocket money for that week. What there's on the money? Lórí fèrè yìí náà. Lórí. Wahala no dey finish o. On top this fèrè, wey be say I wanted to go and rehearse, and my purse with my pocket money, I don't know the story from my, in the bus. I was going to rehearse. I think I had to borrow money back to school that time. Now finance was and is still one of these challenges now.
Yes.
And apart from the fact that as an instrumentalist, even as a singer, not as you said, someone that owns a band, before you can really call people together, brother, just as you said now, you cannot bring somebody to the Bimomeji, to the Onigogon, and you want to go and play somewhere. And you not say, Baba, after playing, you not say, bros, in fact, maybe even if he laughs with you that day, the next day and next, he will never come back. Yes. So we can bring finance into music such a way that
Okay, no problem. Let's go. That's that kind of laughter. If you see it.
So finance is something that is, you can't do music without finance. And even you want to go to the studio, you want to rehearse now, you want to even rehearse. There's some kinds of music. For example, you are singing gospel music, you can go to any choir, can only bell gospel. Over rehearse ni esa ni church ni sa shanu mi sa. Mama reposi jenny. But imagine you are a secular musician now. How would you even rehearse? I know that some people even they will rehearse in their houses. Maybe they just go maybe at the backyard, they'll just play and play. But unlike for good rehearsals, you need good sound, at least average sound instrument, just so they can feel the vibe. So it all boils down to what finance. So let's talk about this finance. How can we really overcome this?
Well, this is my honest answer to that question. In those days, in the beginning when some of us started music, it was nothing but music. But I would advise such a person, if you know within yourself you can't beg anybody for assistance. Hold on a second, please. Hello, I'm here. I don't see him losing weight, but I can talk about his eating habits because most mornings he has his breakfast at Sungate Diner, and then there's an Italian who's beside us, and he goes there to have his lunch, and he eats very well, and he takes water so well too. Okay. I'll make sure he takes his weight measurement right. Yes, well then. All right. All right. All right. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. Do I give it back to him? All right. Thank you. Sorry about that. I'm, I'm done at work, but I just have to sit down here to finish this thing. So, you been see me, everybody.
Okay.
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 I will advise such person, you know, you cannot beg people for assistance because of if you are the type of person that don't want to take no from anybody
For an
in
answer.
your for an answer, you don't want to take no, which you will surely get. No how, no how. Well, listen, wait, because you will have to get something else to fall back on as a
Okay.
job.
Okay.
I
Get
know
the
some
job.
people get a job. I know some people who work. Maybe it might not be a government, it might not be a government thing. It might be you becoming. I know. I mean, you might be fashion. You can go into fashion designing. You can go into. You could even go into carpentry. I saw a hip hop artist. I think his name is KC. Well, I saw him. I think when he became a household name, he took everybody on a tour to show them, to show a group of people his workshop where he makes chairs. And he's a hip hop artist. So I'm not saying that is where he gets his money from. I'm just saying
Okay.
what I saw. So at least get yourself a job. You know you cannot if you know you don't want if you don't want to ask anybody for money, get yourself a job. With your job, after all, it has even been it is in the Bible. I mean, he who doesn't work won't eat. Money will not fall from heaven. So get a job. That is just the main thing.
Okay.
And if you know you can't get a job, if you have a wonderful attitude, you have a good attitude, and you know how to keep all your people together, all your fans together, and you know how to source for money every other way, every legitimate way you can source for money. Okay, but if you want to, yàtọ̀ sí eléyìí táwọn èèyàn lè mention Mankoba. So what do we do? I don't want to say that. Make money. Well, that's my answer. All right.
Okay, cool. Get the job. I think that's the easiest thing. If you can't beg, it's either you source for money, and if you can't source, then you get a good job, to finance your music. Then one other thing is that now you talk about attitude, right? Attitude, because attitude defines your altitude in life.
Yes.
Now the challenge is that now one problem there is that, okay, let me talk about a party, for example. Let's say they don't even support you. You are a growing up, you are a, let me say, you are an upcoming vocalist, and in that parish they are not supporting you. You understand? And whenever you pick the mic, oh, this is better. You know, I feel like they don't let him sing. Let him, they shout at you and discourage you. I don't know. There are some people are faced with many options. It's either that they leave that parish, or they stay, or they you just play on low key. What do you suggest if in your parish you are being discouraged, from performing, and you are being discouraged from, showing yourself in music? What can you do? What do you think someone should do?
Brother, you are trying to put me on the spot. Okay. You are trying to put me on the spot, and that is a very cheap one. It's not good. Right.
So no, not. I'm just.
All right. Hold on a second. So,
all right.
Everything all right, Mr. Floyd? Yes. Okay. Well, okay. You want me to come away regularly, then I've been doing that, but nobody been here while we're doing it. Well, so anyway, you're gonna do that before I leave. Is that okay? No, I can do it now if I want to. You do it and then you tell me how much you weigh.
Last time Trump this morning.
Okay, you know what I'm gonna tell you? Just take your time, relax. I wanna see it while you do it. I wanna see it while you do it, all right?
Okay.
No problems. So this is the answer to my question, to your question. I said you are trying to put me on the spot because you know this thing. Eh? At least to some extent, you know a little of my story. So anyways, yes. You are trying
Okay.
to put me on the spot. Don't worry, don't say anything. I will talk.
Okay.
Ṣẹ́rí láyé ń bí yìí èèyàn lè wà kó má lọ́tà. Lọ́jọ́ tí òbí kọrin ó ní ọ̀tá ọmọdé, ọ̀tá èèyàn ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti ìgbà tó ti wà lọ́mọdé. It will start from the family. From the family it grows. But my advice to that person is if you know what you carry as a person,
Okay.
you won't be moved. You will not be moved. Tó bá kọrin lénìí táwọn èèyàn rí pé àwọn gba ti bọ̀bọ́ yẹn, wọ́n gba tiẹ̀ tó di next day tó fẹ́ kọrin tó tán jẹ́ kó kọrin tàbí tí wọ́n mọ̀ọ́mọ̀ tí wọ́n ń tẹ máìkì lẹ́ẹ̀mẹ́wàá má sọ̀rọ̀. And that is why I advise people. You want to sing. Try to learn an instrument. If you like, learn to. In my own case, thank God I can play agogo. Thank God I can play shekere. Thank God I can play tambourine. Thank God I can play keyboard. Nígbà tí dípò fẹ́ súnmọ́ báyìí, hello alágogo. Agogo wù mí pílẹ̀ ní bá ń gbá agogo. Màá wá tẹ̀sán má agogo yẹn, màá wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ jó. So a rò pé ìwọ tí wọ́n fẹ́ frustrate, gan-an pé ẹ wo eléyìí ò tiẹ̀ rí tiwa rò. Something happened when I relocated from Lagos to Ibadan.
Just on the bounce left. I put it back in the trash.
Okay.
And put that out in the trash.
All right. You want me to take it out?
No. That's going to give me bounce.
All right. No problems. I'll put it in there. When I relocated from Lagos to Ibadan, I will start with my story because I came out from there. When I moved from a church I was attending to Trinity Tabernacle in Lagos, I am going to mention name. I'm going to mention name. To Trinity Tabernacle in Lagos, I moved in there 2008. I got to Trinity Tabernacle 2008. So if you calculate from 2008 to like 2015, 2015. I relocated from Lagos. From 2008 to 2015 should be giving us 7 to 8 years.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There are some times I will sing, and the shepherd will commend my effort, will appreciate me.
These 3 grades.
There are some times that maybe the shepherd was not there. The shepherd, and because the shepherd commended my efforts, there will be some wahala. My friends will smile at me. I was in this choir that we had like 4 to 5 vocalists. Me and 4 others. I don't want to mention their names. And each of us, we got our different styles. Anytime I pick the mic to sing, people want to listen. But I tell you, some time will come. There was a Sunday today where I got the mic. I have not even spent 5 minutes on the mic. I was told to give the microphone. No, I wasn't even told. The next person took the mic from me. And that was it. The moment he collected the mic, I just switched to Agogo Abin Kokon, and I started playing. And that other Anikon, I even joined the backup. Me Otorie in Kimbinu. I was just myself. I never said anything. I would just laugh it off, smile. I would just smile, I would just laugh it off, and then I would just flow with. Some people will now come and meet me. Bumi, nǹkan tí lágbájá yìí dẹ̀ ṣe lẹ́ẹ̀kan. Ẹ̀yin guys, ẹ má worry. Ṣebí gbogbo alájọ ń ṣe. Kò sí problem now. Àbí? There was one time that I got late just because I did not come for the rehearsal. I am I am one of the music directors of Trinity Tabernacle. And because I did not make it for the rehearsal, it was during one prophet and prophetess week. Sunday. I was living in a courtroom, Igondo Road. My church is in Ajegule, Songoto Gate. Kinto de church, Okpe, Mowakpe de church. My CM was walking people out of the choir. Me, I didn't know anything. And then from afar, he was doing like this to me. And I didn't even see him. He now told someone to tap me. Someone else said, CM Okwe. When I saw his face, I just took off the cape. I went out. And for the first time, people were now asking me, Afin, kí ló ṣe láàrin láyé ọkùnrin? Kí ló ṣe láyé ọkùnrin? Even our MICs àti gbogbo àwọn sister, everybody were now looking towards ayé ọkùnrin. They were now looking at my direction. People started asking questions. What happened? I just told them, CM Loni Kinjade, the worry Aza. I've been more back in today. I didn't say anything. Agbapepe, they now started wondering, even the people in the altar, Kilo Shele. They asked the CM, what happened? He said, Okpedeni. Shepherd called him. When I saw that it was getting too much, I don't want the church to get divided because of me. I quickly told someone I was coming. Moasailo attend the Kore Komusari Korimbe. Mofi Badawa, say church. I bet you that same day, as a cotton shop below, Moba Desi Church, but I Moje Desi Church, but I'm in Sha Konyope, Bamo Konyope, Olonde Bogo. Someone now said, Shema Polon can see laying money, Emil Montpellier text on you. Tèmi ni pé mo ṣe tèmi. Lára àwọn ogun kankan tí mo face when I was in Trinity Tabernacle nìyẹn. There was a particular time I left Trinity Tabernacle to be the CM of Celestial Church of Christ, Ifeolu Cathedral, Laboru. And because of that, the church wanted to do an album. I can say this because I am so free to say it. And everybody who attended Trinity Tabernacle will know this story. So I know some Trinity Tabernacle choristers will hear this. So, and I'm not saying it to shame anybody. It's all for the glory of God because there is no shame in this matter. I believe everybody will understand me. Now, I was not there. So the choir was planning an album. So, glory to God. I'm just a little bit emotional. That's why. Sorry, Mr. Ayo. I'm so sorry for what I'm about to say. Now, it happened that they were now contemplating. They chose the songs that they were going to sing. These songs happen to be the songs we did for cantata then. And Your Mommy was one of them. And Your Mommy Kole Yikwada. I didn't write the song. Someone wrote the song. I did. So I added my ideas. I broadened the song. All the
Okay.
guy wrote was just all what the guy wrote was just the chorus. I
Okay.
expanded it. So he now said, someone now suggested in the choir, Elope Afiwakowa Kọrin. They said no. One need that Afiwa. After all, he's no more in the choir.
Mm.
Now, I am giving you a reported speech. It is not what I heard with my ears. Even my wonderful shepherd, Baba Amasha Owatunde, I think he also said, Kilefelo pe wafu. Kò sí in choir now. So I don't know anything. Me, I was just doing my own at Ifeolu Cathedral. And one day I got a call from one of my music directors too. He now said, Rafi, mo ní kí la rí gbọ́. Ṣé mọ̀ pé choir ń ṣe album? Mo ní mi ò mọ̀ pé choir ń ṣe album. Sọ ọkọ fún mi, ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ń sọ fún mi nísìnyí ni. Ṣé mọ̀ pé orin yín wà lára orin tán fẹ́ kọ? Mo lórin wo àyànmọ́. Kò sí problem now. Wọ́n ṣá olùṣọ́ ní kẹ́ máa bọ̀ ní ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì o. Don't forget that I was out of Ifeolu. I was in Ifeolu
Bye.
Cathedral. In another
Yes.
parish. I was handling a choir there. I now went for the rehearsal. Then I now heard that they had already laid the song, and when it was time to do Ayomo song, Ayomo mi kò lè yípadà, blah blah blah. The CM laid it. He did it in his own way. Kò. I think another person also did it. Kò. That was when they now said, Elope ẹni tó kọrin gangan wá kó wá kọ. And that was how I was called. And trust me, when I got into the studio, I started singing the song from the booth. I was seeing my shepherd, my Olusho, in the console room, and our choir patron, and one other person when they were talking, and told me because I laid the song in one piece. And while I was laying the song, I cried and said, Shame no lele sha. Because if two people could do a song and couldn't do it, not because they can't do it, but because it wasn't, the song was not really designed for them, was not really designed in their
Yes.
style. And I had to take it
Yes.
and I finished the song my own way. I busted into tears. Nobody saw what was going on. I was just crying in my heart. One of those things I survived while I was in Trinity Tabernacle. But so marriage relocated me from Lagos to Ibadan. Oh, okay, relationship before it became marriage relocated me from Lagos to Ibadan. It was a painful thing, but I just had to leave. When I got to Okeado, Ibadan, before people accepted me, I don't know how true it is, but most times I don't know this problem between Ibadan and Lagos. Ibadan and Lagos, Ibadan choristers and Lagos choristers. But I pray for a time that everybody will still reunite in peace and harmony. That there will be no problem.
Amen.
So I don't know what this thing is. Whenever someone comes from Lagos, láti Igbo, only tí ó ti whenever someone comes from Ibadan to Lagos, kí ló tiẹ̀ dé gan. So you understand what I'm trying to say? So
Yes.
the first day I got to Okeado Ibadan, I didn't join the choir someone took me to see the CM. The second Sunday, someone at the CM took me to see Baba Nanayo. Baba Nanayo asked me, I laughed. I joined the choir. We were going on. But because of the kind of place I came from, not really, I want to say the choristers never understood me. Because at a point, àwọn kan nínú choir fẹ́ bá mi jà. And àwọn tó fẹ́ bá mi jà, we ended up becoming good friends. They happened to be my friend when before I left Ibadan for where I am today. Something happened during rehearsal time, February 2016. We're talking about attitude. We were doing rehearsal one day. And then the CM, the assistant choir master then, Samuel Nunayon said, Onitama Kofu Idamewa Nkankankan is going to be Baba mi gbẹ́rù mi o baba mi gbẹ́rù mi dórí. So we are going to sing it word for word. And he said we are going to sing that song because that song, Baba Nunayon loves the song so much. And me, I'm an old school boy. I know the song offhand. I didn't say anything. So, during the rehearsal time, who wants to try? Lagbaja got there. He missed some lines. Next person got there. He missed some lines. Another person got there. Samuel Nunayon knows that I can handle the song. He wanted me to raise up my hand, but I didn't raise up my hand. After like 5 to 6 people tried it and they didn't sing it. He now said, Parabumi, Moni Kewako said yes. I took the first line. I took the first verse. I trashed it. I took the second verse. I trashed it. I was moving to Jesu Yose Yano. On the Emma, stop. And to my calling. And to my calling. The moment I finished, someone got up I'm on the chorus and said, Emma Bino, brother, party kan dáadáa nínú ibẹ̀ o. Ní nǹkan tẹ́yìn bíi mẹ́fà kan ti kọ tẹ́lẹ̀ nìyẹn o. Tẹ́mi ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wá kọ́ ìwọ kan ṣáà sọ pé brother kọ party kan nínú ibẹ̀. You understand what was happening? Maybe he was trying to make me. Maybe he was just trying to check me and make me feel.
Yes.
Don't think
you did well.
You don't think you did well, but I know I got it. Now to that Sunday, when it was time for the Owogba thing, they had already sang Owogba. When they now got to the Damewa thing, and they gave me the microphone, I started singing the song. Baba Nunayon was not on seat. He had gone to some select parishes. So I was singing the song. I was singing it. While I was singing the song, someone came from the male congregation and he dipped 2,000 naira in my pocket. When I was dropping the microphone, everybody was clapping for me. And I went to church with no kobo. I had no money. My relationship was shaking then because the lady I was dating was like, I am not doing it again. I didn't say anything. So now, as Shokpeton, Bashin Shokpen Hello, Baba Nunayon walked in. Akọrin ìparí ẹ̀sìn. Àdúrà gbogbo òjò. During Àdúrà gbogbo òjò, when after the first prayer point, Baba now dropped the song. Baba mi gbẹ́rù mi o Baba. Everybody just said, Barafi, ẹ wá gbé yín lẹ́ni. Gave me the microphone again. I now took the song from the beginning. I finished it. Bá ṣe parí ẹ̀ báyìí, bàbá tún ní Ọlọ́run ìgbàlà ní Barafi ẹ parí ẹ̀yin lẹ́ni sẹ́. While I was singing Ọlọ́run ìgbàlà and I finished this, while I was singing the song, the same person that dropped 2K in my pocket came out again to put another 2K in my pocket. And that was how Okeado people Aleni. And that was how Baba Nunayon, I became one of Baba Nunayon's favorites when I was in Okeado Ibadan. I mean, that way, the whole choristers reckoned with me. It started with attitude. But if I had given up because of the way they were doing to me, then at a point I almost wanted to give up because Ibadan choir, oh crazy, the Lagos choir, love. At the time I wanted to give up, at the time I wanted to change, but something in me said, hello, if you could survive 8 years in a church in Lagos, come on, stay where you are. After all, I did not come here to say I want to come and job lorry everybody. I just came to do my own thing. But before I knew what was happening, I found out that people started copying my own style of singing, especially in the Sunday school. I started listening to myself among the children choir in Nokiado Ibadan. Hey, Bumi, yeah or no. But if I had given up then, maybe this wouldn't have happened. Maybe this wouldn't have happened. Based on my own experience and other ones that I have not told you, another ones I have not told you. I mean, you just learn to comport yourself. Just be yourself. Yours truly. Just be free. You don't need to get angry. If you know what you carry yourself, if you know what you are carrying, you just be, that time will come. That opportunity will come. And when that opportunity comes and you grab it and you use it, when that right opportunity comes and the moment you see it and then you take it, the rest, like they will say, was going to be history. I have survived it where I will get into a choir, and the moment they see me, choir. And even when they even allow me to enter the choir, they won't give me the microphone. I will just pick up, I just play keyboard. My little tata keyboard. Pom, 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 matuma bounce in the air. Me, I don't hear anybody. I'm sorry for that big word. Me, anybody. Mama shit me low. And that is just me. That is me. So you want to gbé sọ́wọ́, ìwọ náà ni wàá mọ bó ṣe máa dira ẹ mú. You will be the one to encourage yourself. You will be the one to encourage yourself. And so when you encourage yourself, I mean, that strength will come from nowhere. And then you move, developing a right attitude. But if you now say because lágbájá lé ẹ, wọ́n kórìíra ẹ ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì, wọ́n fẹ́ kó kọrin, wọ́n fẹ́ kó go ẹ yọ, wọ́n fẹ́ kí kinní kan yọ. You now leave this church, you now leave your parish to go to another parish. Àjẹ́ lé ẹ ní Mushin ó sá lọ sóṣòdì. Níbo ni àwọn mọ́dá ìgbìtò sí? So I have been, I mean, right from my school days, a fellow student of mine told me before my schoolmates, told me before my fellow choristers, said, I am irresponsible. I put it to you that you are irresponsible. Even if your parents are here, I will say it in their presence. Fellow student like me, fellow student like me said that. If it were you, I'm an Ondo boy, I know what can happen. I'm a double boy, but I just smiled. He said, admit it. I said, I am not irresponsible. Olubunmi Stephen OLAKIIGBE is not irresponsible. But, and then my coordinator said, I heard what happened, oh brother Bumi. Nobody can tell me that. Oh. But the only thing that pained me was the way you took it. You just took it calmly without saying anything. I said, well, that's my nature. But at the end of the day, this is me. Konso, Konhulara. I am myself. When you make yourself happy, when you encourage yourself in your own little way, God will just crown your efforts too. That is all I can say. I have been in some parishes where, I mean, I was singing when I was in Okoyemi Parish one day, just because a lady was singing and then the song was and then someone just said in the choir, all I played was Mr. Fantastic, just intro lesson. when I was in Opeyemi Parish, I minimum then play keyboard. Just because the sermoner had already preached against the people who were listening to Awilo
Again.
Logomba song. And I said,
Okay.
so, and all I played was just to set as an intro. Kọ́dẹ̀ máa ṣe kíní lọ, náà bá sọ̀rọ̀ gbogbo akọrin di topic. Ẹ rí gbogbo àṣẹ ọ̀rọ̀ akọrin ìjọ yìí, olùṣọ́ ló máa bójútó. Oníwàásù yẹn ló sọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ akọrin ìjọ yìí, olùṣọ́ ló máa bójútó. Àṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wàásù kan sìn ẹgbọ́n nǹkan tó ń play Mr. Fantastic, Mr. Romantic. I now said in my mind, báyìí lẹ́yìn ṣe mọ̀ pé Mr. Fantastic ni mò ń play because I dare not say it out. Next thing, the man now said, àwọn akọrin ìjọ yìí, not even considering the fact that some old big women are in the choir. I'm talking about CCC Opeyemi Parish. Àwọn akọrin ìjọ yìí, amúnibú ni ẹran bí ẹni wọn, ọmọ lẹ́ńlẹ̀ ni wọ́n tá à ń gbé sórí bẹ́ẹ̀dì tó ń jábọ́ lórí ẹ̀. Káti ẹ̀gbọ́ tàwa ọmọ kéékèèké. Àwọn àgbàlagbà tó ti bímọ, but they dare not talk. Ìgbà tó dáárín kan, when we were singing, this same person now said, every chorister out of the barricade. Torí barricade làwọn ń pè. Out of the barricade, out of the barricade. They walked all of us out. I was still in secondary school then. This example I'm giving you right now. Mi ò torí ẹ̀ ìní mi ò ṣe mọ́. Mi ò torí ẹ̀ kí ni mo kúrò. I know so many of us that were coming from even when I was in secondary school. But mi ò torí ẹ̀ kí n kúrò lọ́nà ọ̀bẹ. So you will be the one to encourage yourself. Even when my dad and my mom were, even when my dad was flogging me and then was hitting me so hard, I was still encouraging myself. And when they couldn't do anything again, and then my dad now had to give me a show that was supposed to be for him. And I told my dad, Daddy, èmi lẹ fẹ́ kí n lọ bá yín kọrin, èmi bùnmi. But he didn't understand what I was doing. Yes. Ṣé wàá lọ àbó lọ mi ìṣàpè ẹrú ẹ̀ ń jẹ tàbí mo pè ẹrú ẹ̀ lánàá wá lọ kọrin ń bẹ̀ mi ò lè lọ ìwọ ni kó lọ kọrin. I had to encourage myself in my own little way. That is the advice I would give such a person. When you know what you carry, stay on that lane and just develop yourself and just be calm, just be free. That's my own advice.
That's a very nice advice. And I also see that in fact you face the worst, one of the worst challenges and discouragement, from family, from daddy and from your parents. It's not really easy. If someone can face that one already, he's supposed to just disrupt that your passion, but he didn't do that. So why would someone else, outside your parents, win that way to disrupt your passion? Thank you so much for that advice. Yes, good. Let me just take some comments. Okay, from Maria was, why the unnecessary envy? The cloud is too wide for all. Where is the love? Where's the love? Even aside the fact that you are just developing, even in between when you have other vocalists, envy and jealousy is the end of the day. You can imagine, especially in this our church. From Oluwa to be Fagbili, Wahala, yes. From Maria too, she said, and teamwork, where is the spirit to learn from each other? It's actually when you let the other person, sing, and you don't envy. That's how you can really learn from, from the next person.
I
from
love competition.
Okay.
I love competition. Me, I even love it.
Okay.
I love I love a healthy competition, but competition about because there's a way I'm going to learn from you. I'm in America here. I see some people when they sing, I tap some things from them. I mean, when I got to America here, I see guys who play the keyboard and sing, who play the bass guitar and sing, who even play gong, T-Pack in here. He plays talking drum and sing, and he doesn't have a bad voice. He has a very good voice. And so I learn a lot, but you cannot be the center of everything. You can't be an island of knowledge. So, but what that you want to be, you want to steal the show all the time. You want to have the glory all the time. Ọjọ́ ìgbà kan náà ló máa fi níyì mọ̀ because tó bá di time kan pé ta lè léyìí gan ẹ ṣe jẹ́ kí brother yẹn kọrin ìyẹn náà ń pè ní baba disgrace international embarrassment ìgbà yẹn ló máa mọ̀ pé tiẹ̀ ti tán.
All right. I really appreciate other people that are just joining too. CCC Jesus is Lord Cathedral. Thanks to the SP Classic, Dr. Walter. Okay, I want to invite someone to contribute just some few minutes. Our brother Bumi, just give us some few minutes more so that we can just round off. Yeah,
All right.
I also want to invite someone to let me invite Jimmy Piano.
Why are you inviting that boy here? Oh, oh God. I don't want to see Sergeant.
Oh, that's your bad.
You see, one of my
Hallelujah,
troublemakers. Yeah, right.
More to stop, but I mean, actually. Anyway, I was just gonna say something. We've said so many things, and honestly, they are very good story. And let me just joke about that Bumi's memory a little bit. This probably happened like around maybe like 99 or 2000. I can't remember. It's been a long time. When he showed up in one of my churches in Nigeria, I think no, that's way probably like 97, 98. It's been a long time, Sha. I'll show up in Parish, Parish. And
It's
this man
not
just
90. It is not 97. It is 2000 or something.
Probably like 2001 or something like that. It was kind of the early 2000s though. Because I remember that he was wani, but I just said something. Just as to why, just to the it's really long time. Anyway, the thing we did was that it just showed up from nowhere as usual, and then it just busted the keyboard. Everybody's just saying, "We are tired about the bastard everybody." So that's and that was one of my own challenges too. Seeing that so this man just came to come and play this team. I'll go and lay my own team when I get home. But the problem with people when it comes to this envy of a thing, it's not just particular about church. It's if you look at it behind the church, it's much of Nigerian mentality, especially about Yoruba. So
seriously.
a lot of time, and this is the reason why the way we are to today, we're just stagnant. When we see other people like, okay, for instance, I'm not tribalistic, but I'm very conscious of environment. I'll give an example of the Igbo people and Yoruba people. Igbo power to relocate to 2x2 space of land to finish business. In the next 1 year, 2 years, ó ti máa fẹ́ ra gbó street yẹn mọ́ wa lọ́wọ́ tán. Kò rẹ̀ ní dá dúró síbẹ̀ o. Ó máa máa family wa ni o. I remember growing up that we had one Igbo living with us in the compound that we living back then. He started by himself, and before we left that place, he already had almost all the members of his family there. They will come, they bring them from their villages, they bring them to the city to come and learn some stuff or do their businesses, and then automatically want to depend on their home, they'll keep them out to go and have their own business. And before we know it, they keep establishing themselves. But in Yoruba land, it's not like that. Our problem is Ani Laragon and Adaje. You just want to be yourself. You want to intimidate everybody else. You want to be the only one there. Unfortunately, that actually cut across every aspect of a Yoruba man. Now, when it gets to the church, if you look at it, growing up, a lot of I want to be Tom Corin, T, Yepa, one the main vocalists in the church. We've seen them, they're always relevant. But today, where are they? And no disrespect to them, but a lot of time they are the architect of their own menace. Because when they were supposed to be making good connection with people, okay, Brad Minsoron Sebai is a very young man. I want to ban the music here. Take one encourage one love before coming to debate. They are nowhere to be found now. And the way God has actually blessed him now is somewhere now that if those people had good relationship with him, he might even be thinking about helping them one way or the other. It doesn't mean that it has to be financial. It might just be a little bit of connection. It might just be a little bit of idea. Some people now back home, I cannot even call them to talk to them. It could be could be gentle stuff, but look, we didn't have good rapport when we're back home. I remember one year we did an album for our church, And you would know that one particular member of the choir was so upset with me because we didn't feature her in the album.
We didn't call Lagbaja.
Yeah, you're part of that story. We didn't feature them in the, and the reason why we didn't feature them was because we rehearsed for almost 8 months to get that album, actually more than 8 months actually. This woman never showed up to any single rehearsal. Like when I say 8 months, every Friday night though. So
and I came from Lagos for that album.
He came all the way from Lagos to not even just come and record, but he came to rehearse as well with us. Yeah. But this person is living with us in that town and did not show up for rehearsal. And eventually, we had to take the person off of the record because we can't wait for you. We had to go. And the only reason why she was upset was because it is me that is taking care of it. You know, that kind of mentality, that's the reason. And unfortunately, I wasn't telling you what to do because I just wanted to be your boss. But because I feel that that's the only way we can get it done to a certain level, to what I need. So a lot of Yoruba people are just in that shoe. Now, the next thing is that whoever wants to progress will learn that you're going to learn from people. Yoruba must say, we cannot live alone. It's not just about living alone, but it's about also learning. Exactly. You can learn from people. When he was saying something about learning people that, you know, sing and play keyboard and do like that, there are a lot of people that don't play keyboard, that till today, and this has been my own style since KKD. When I hear something, I will go home. I always have my keyboard. I'll go home and go and practice my own thing. And if I refuse to play with them, if I refuse to be closer to them, I cannot learn anything from them. What you do now, probably because you are you're opportune, it's the best for that period of time. If you do not make friendship with people, if you do not learn how to learn from people, whatever you do now, people will not want to listen to you again. Nowadays, I'm going to sing. Àwọn èèyàn ń ṣe oríṣiríṣi orin sìn láyé ìgbà kan àwọn tó ń ṣe jùjú ló make owó Nàìjíríà o wọn á sì show $2 million show $3 million ìsinyìí ó máa fi oníṣù gan wọn máa fi $1,000 bẹ̀ wọ́n pé kí wọ́n á sì show sí ni wọ́n dẹ̀ máa àwọn kan máa tún máa rush pé àti ká lọ gbà but wọ́n wá gbé hip-hop artist kan wá tẹ́bù kan nonsense kan they might be millions. So that's the way I imagine things will be changing around. But at the end of the day, if all of us want to know that the only way to succeed is in fact is no other way around it than to create relationship with people, be respectful, know that there's nothing you know that somebody else don't know better. They might not be the outspoken one. Even to that little stuff on more, you can still add it to whatever you have to make your style unique to yourself. So that's just my own contribution. People just need to learn how to understand that it's common in Yoruba Kingdom. Anybody don't make sense. Apart from could be at church, but even in general life, you want to make it, you want to be successful, you have to learn that people around you have something to contribute to your life, whether you know it or not. Just be friendly. Get clear and be respectful, and God will help us out.
There's nothing even wrong with being jealous, but healthy jealousy is okay. I think one of King Sunny Ade's song, which I heard then, I was listening to that song on YouTube. The truth is bitter, we must say it. I don't want to sing it. Stay cool, wait for your time. Stay cool, wait for your time. Be jealous, but don't let jealousy put you in a mess.
Trouble, yeah.
That is what we are seeing today.
That's true.
Let's not say more. Let's not say that.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks so much.
I don't want to see you. Go. I don't want to see you. Go.
Bye.
Get out.
All right, guys. Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay, let me invite this person just for 5 minutes. Ladayo. Maybe it's Ladayo, I don't know. Okay, so unable to join. Okay, one more thing from Maria Voice contribution. She said choir album is another way of seeing the extent of how choristers envy each other. Just as, you know.
Serious one. Serious one.
So it is when you know that's when you know that some people are, some people have their groups and they envy so much.
Especially when especially when that choir that choir is so large. Maybe you have up to like when you have like 60 to 70 people in the choir. This one will be for Lagbaja, that one will be for Tamedu, Ogumawabere. Yes.
Okay, good one. I know we have gotten enough points and we have shared much information with people out there. So while we end this session, Afera, Brother Olubunmi, can you just what's your advice for choristers, celestial choristers out there? What's your word of wisdom? What's your word of encouragement to them? What can you leave with them so that they can,
Well, okay. Fellow celestial choristers, this is one of your own, and humbly is begging you all for one thing. Let peace, love reign amongst us all. Let me start from here. Whenever you see another chorister who comes from another choir, pẹ̀lú ìfẹ́, ẹ gba ẹrú ẹni bẹ́ẹ̀ láyè kó darapọ̀ mọ́ yín kó kọrin. After all, it's only going to be there for that day. Allow him to sing. Let love reign. There was, in the 70s, 80s, it is so easy for anybody to walk into the choir and say he wants to sing. But these days, what do we have? You want to come from where? And you might sit down anybody might be. So I will advise you to let love let love be at the center of it all. Let peace reign. Let love reign in the choir. Then, above all, let us not forget that God is the giver of all talents, and He will give it to whosoever He chooses to give it to. And when you now see that thing in this person, be the one to encourage that person, so that when that person gets to the top, he will be grateful to you all. I don't want to mention a choir's name, a choir's parish here. I learned from some people that a particular church choir in Lagos, when some of their members got to America here, medical doctor, they were now the ones bringing some of their fellow choristers in that same choir, bringing them into America. That is because they allowed love to reign. To reign in the choir. I don't want to mention the name. I'm sure you know the choir I'm talking about. I'm sure you know. They don't allow it. But what do we see today? Maybe you are in a church and then Lagbaja Cornell said, I fẹ́ mú bọ̀bọ̀ ẹ̀ lọ sí America. Ẹ wá ẹ lè mú o. Ẹ má mú o. Òun nìkan kọ́ ló wà ní choir yìí o. Òun nìkan kọ́ ló wà ní choir yìí o. Èyí tẹ́ máa fi mú ọmọ tèmi wà ní that might come from the shepherd or anyhow or whoever. So we should allow love reign. Allow God be at the center of this all. Encourage whoever you see is doing something. And tẹ́ bá rẹ̀ tí ò kì í ṣe nǹkan kan tẹ́lẹ̀ tẹ́ wá rí pé òun náà ṣe wà ń gbé kíní tó dẹ̀ ń ṣe tí ì dẹ̀ ṣe pé for self glorification but for the glory of the choir. Be the person. Be there to encourage that person. And I'm so sure that the person will be useful to you all to the very end. So that even wherever the person gets to in life, that person will never forget. The story of that person will not be complete without the name of your choir in hand, without the name of your choir being mentioned. That is all my advice. Let love reign. Allow God allow God in your midst. Give no room for envy, competition. But thank you.
That hymn says, Echo Iwa Ilara Kuro Kelly Sumo Christi.
I think God will let us not go here.
I think God. So thanks for that advice. Without love, without harmony, without teamwork, we can't move forward. And that's why it is key that every chorister, every choir, there's love in between, love amongst them. Thanks so much, Apiara, for joining. God bless you.
Thank you so much. I'm very grateful.
Yes, we have really learned a lot from this session, and I pray that God will strengthen you more and more. And I'm also praying that for that kind of spirit that is in you, that you're able to overcome these tough challenges. I'm telling you, I'm praying for somebody out there that they can, at least, if they can have this kind of spirit gift from God to overcome this kind of challenges, I know that they will be winners in their musical careers. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you so much.
Yes, amen. Thanks for taking out time to join. I know you are already, your time is fast spent at work, but thank you for honoring the invitation. God bless you.
Thank you so much.
We'll be expecting more of you in our sessions. Please come around, join, contribute. Okay. Thanks so much.
I pray the next time you invite me, I won't be at work. I'll be at home.
Yes. It's better.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for joining.
All right.
Yeah. Have a nice time.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Once again, thank you everyone for joining. DFW Errands, Princess Lami, Olusegun Akinlaja, Arike, Nurse Grace, Cole Akinwande. Thanks for joining. And this brings this session to an end tonight. We hope to see more of you in these sessions. Next week, just expect our banner out there on our pages. And please invite family and friends. Share our content with your friends and family too. Share with your choristers. Are you a choir master? Share with your choir members. If you're a choir member, share with your choir master and other members, so that they are aware of this brand. Our brand, as we always say, is to promote quality professional music for the church. Thank you so much for joining. Yeah, more people are joining now, but it's late. Olua Tomilayo, thanks. I'm the Lord Mayor. Thanks for joining. Sami Jasko, thanks for joining. We're going to end with this track from the Expressway Cathedral. Belokosi Funwama Luluwa. Yes, that's Maria voice there, and other vocalists. Thank you so much for joining. Let me just give you this for some few minutes before we end the live session. Shagun Bell. So no matter the challenges you face in life too, do not be afraid. God is by your side. God is with you. In music, in any career, in life, no matter what, first, God is with you. He's behind you, he's before you, by your side, he's everywhere around you. Ignite your passion yourself. You have to motivate yourself. Number two, finance, ask from family and friends, or you get a job to raise finance, for your music. No matter the envy you are facing in your choir or your band anywhere, try to just work, just be mature about it. Don't get discouraged. Just work hard, and it will be a success. Thank you so much for joining. God bless you. Till next week. Thank you so much.
Someone you are